All right. LDBC, this is your boy Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show live. Well, when a seasoned veteran tells you, you might want to be careful what you ask for. When a seasoned veteran tells you, you need to earn your stripes. You need to work your way up. Because if you win enough fights, you will see me in the octagon. End quote. Tony Ferguson. Those were Tony Ferguson's statements when Kevin Lee called him out and Tony, had a broadcasting gig. And Tony point blank told him, be careful what you ask for. Be very, very careful what you ask for because you just might get it. And Kevin Lee got it. This was a good fight. This was a very good fight. I'm going to start on pretty much some of the criticisms, okay? Tony Lee, not Tony Lee, Tony Ferguson. This guy is unorthodox as hell, and I can see why he's so difficult to beat. I see why he's hard to beat. Because there's no rhyme or reason to why he does things. It's just, it works. It works. And watching Tony Ferguson, I'm impressed, man. Because I don't really watch a lot of the men, but man, Tony Ferguson is an orthodox fighter. He their worst nightmare. Because you can't time him. And it's like he got his hands down and you think you're finna get a shot in there. No, he counters you. Tony Ferguson did a great job of counterpunching. But Kevin Lee, I thought Kevin Lee was actually winning this fight. Yeah, believe it or not, I thought Kevin Lee was winning this fight. But I think Kevin Lee learned a valuable lesson. It wasn't Kevin Lee's skill that lost in the fight. It was his stamina. It's his stamina. You don't get in a fight of this magnitude. You don't do it with a fighter like Tony Ferguson. And your cardio is not on point. You don't get in a fight of this magnitude and your cardio is suspect. Tony Ferguson cardio was phenomenal. But you can't call this guy out if your cardio sucks. It may have worked in a 3-round fight. I think if this fight was 3 rounds, I think that Kevin Lee probably would have won the fight. He probably would have fought a different strategy instead of trying to, close him out so fast. I mean, it's possible. Tony Ferguson, he pretty much showed, man, why he's that good. And he choked him out. He choked him out with a triangle choke. Remember I was telling y'all that when a person is on their back and if they know jiu-jitsu, that a jiu-jitsu person on their back, they're never, ever out of a fight. They're actually in the fight. Well, now I hope some of y'all listen. Tony Ferguson was on his back. But, he was landing some vicious elbow strikes from the back. I mean, really watch this fight again. Watch what Tony Ferguson did, man, to actually break down Kevin Lee. I mean, he broke him down. And it looked bad for Tony Ferguson. At the beginning, it looked bad, man. It looked real bad. And I thought he was about to get finished, man. He could have gotten finished. But Tony Ferguson, he kept his cool. He kept his cool. He kept his composure. He didn't panic. And dude systematically broke down Kevin Lee. That's what you're supposed to do. Kevin Lee, though, I got to give it to him, man. He gave Tony Ferguson some hellacious body shots. And a couple of them body shots, you can see Tony Ferguson wincing, man, as he was taking those kicks to the body. But, again, yeah, he winced. But guess what? He kept his composure. That's what a guy on Tony, it's levels to this, y'all. It is levels to this. And that's what a guy like Tony Ferguson, that's what he brings. I'm just saying. And I'm a Kevin Lee fan. I'm a huge fan of Kevin Lee, but, I got to call it real. Tony Ferguson pretty much took Kevin Lee to school in the championship rounds. He took him to school. That's just how that is. Kevin Lee had a lot of dog in him, though, man. A lot of dog, and he was winning. To me, Kevin Lee was winning this fight. I had Kevin Lee ahead. Okay, I had him up 2 rounds to 1. But then Ferguson, man, just these unorthodox guys, man, you can't underestimate them, man. And I thought, Kevin Lee figured, well, he had the size advantage, he had the athleticism, and he had the speed advantage. He figured that it was a done deal that he was going to beat Tony Ferguson. And I felt like Kevin Lee actually underestimated Tony Ferguson. That's my opinion. I think he actually underestimated Tony Ferguson's game. He ain't going to do it no more. You better be careful what you ask for. You better be real careful. When the elder tell you, you might want to take you some more fights. Because if you keep winning, we will meet in the octagon. Nope. Kevin Lee talked his way into this fight. He got this fight. I mean, he earned it. He earned the right, but he wanted Ferguson. And I'll be damned. He got him. Congratulations to Tony Ferguson for winning a tough fight. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. I'm done. What are you waiting on? Subscribe to the best women's MMA platform on YouTube.